Perfect. The sun is shining, the smell of the fresh cut grass as Mr. Ekman has finally decided to mow his lawn for a very special game today. It's game 2 of the Front Yard Championship between Killer Bat and the Baltimore Orioles and Matitude and the Milwaukee Brewers. Killer Bat leads 1-0, of course.
Hey,
Game 1, he won the game 3-1. And now we're back here in Ekman Acres. Hopefully Matitude is looking to extend this to a 3-game series. Killer Bat looking to put his stamp on BBOL history and put his name into the card for the basically go to the finals. I explained that a little too much. Hello everyone, Alex7456 and DLW. DL, did you catch that game last night?
I did. What a game it was. The Orioles took it 3-1. And, man, Jane Davis, Pablo Sanchez, we saw Killer Bats in full force.
For certain. And Matitude wasn't fully down. He still had that little bit of life with Ken Griffey Jr., showing that he's not going to go down without a fight. And he has home field advantage here as well. So hopefully we're going to see an even better game here today.
Yes, Kenny Kawaguchi on the hill for the Brewers. Kenny Kawaguchi,
yes,
one of the best pitchers of the season, 1.64 ERA during the season. And who do we have for the Orioles?
The Orioles is Bobby Bullgreen yet again, though knowing Killer Bat's history, we might only see him pitch like 1.5 innings and then immediately switch back to Frank Thomas. Who knows what'll happen? We will just find out.
Yes, Bullgreen usually used as an opener, and Frank Thomas comes in for the bulk afterwards.
On the mound today is Kenny Kawaguchi.
It looks like
Gonna strike 'em all
we're about to
out.
get started. Like you said, Kenny Kawaguchi on the mound for the Brewers, and this game is underway. Here comes Jane Davis. Jane Davis will lead things off for the Orioles, batting second. Jane Davis is playing center field, by the way. Batting second and playing shortstop is Pablo Sanchez. Batting third over at third base, Cheryl Reynolds. At fourth, at second base is Gary Allen. Batting fifth, and on the mound starting is Bobby Bullgreen. Batting sixth and first base is Frank Thomas. Batting seventh is Ruth Prout. In left, Cindy Chambers in right. She'll bat ninth. She'll bat eighth, and batting ninth. And behind the plate is Serena DeMonte. 2-1 pitch now to Jane Davis is in there for strike 2. 2-2. Jane Davis, of course, had that home run in the last game. Now it's a 3-2 count for Jane Davis. Here it comes. Swing, fouled back. Kenny Kawaguchi with a grand total of 61 strikeouts thus far. 21 coming into playoffs. 10 coming in game 1 of the semis, when he was playing the Fishes. So he has the potential. And he's got a nasty slow ball, but that one's just a little bit low. Jane Davis starts the game with a leadoff walk.
Jane Davis, no walks during the regular season. Advances to second in a minute here. Pablo Sanchez steps in. 625 average, 10 home runs, 17 RBI on the season.
That slow ball is just way out there, but that's because Jane Davis got to go to second. That is a BBOL rule. Every walk, you go to second.
That's right.
Kawaguchi only had 1 walk the entire regular season. That one's fouled behind. The count is still 1-1. 1 walk, 40 strikeouts in the regular season. In fact, he pitched 469 strikes and 198 balls. So he knows where to put them, but does he know where to put them when it matters? Ooh, that looked to be there, but it was just a little too high. 2-2 now to Pablo Sanchez. That might be outside as well. Yep, ball 3.
For those of you watching on Twitch, vote in the poll. Who do you think will win, Brewers or the Orioles?
Swing and a miss, strike 3. Kawaguchi gets Pablo Sanchez. Killer Bat was trying to go for a hit and run, but immediately sends Jane Davis back to second base. 1 down here in the top of the first. Here's Cheryl Reynolds. Grounder over to the shortstop. No, Kenny Kawaguchi's got it. Throw to first. Got him. Throw is a little bit limpy. And, yep, she's safe over at third base. 2 down now with runners in scoring position. Here comes Gary Allen.
So Kawaguchi chose to get the force out. Davis moves to third. Allen's a 424 hitter on the season.
And Allen has a really good bat as well. Allen's got an 89 power and a 64 contact. So he can do some damage if he puts his bat on the ball.
3 home runs in the regular season. Definitely got a chance to get it out.
Fly ball. Vladimir Guerrero. That's well hit, but Vladimir Guerrero looks to be under it, and he is under it. That'll be out number 3. So, at the end of the top of the first, no damage from the Orioles, and the Brewers are coming right up. There's Bullgreen, ready to do some damage. But here to do even more damage is famous White Sox player, Ken Griffey Jr.
Ready now. Here's the pitch.
Oh, watch out. Oh, okay, that wasn't...
Nobody out.
The hitter's eye was like so much closer into strike zone than the ball actually was, so I got a little excited. Next pitch. Low, ball 1.
Griffey taking the first 2 pitches. 4 home runs, 7 RBI, 433 average this season.
That's ball 2. Really relying on that low inside left hook. Gonna do it again. That looks a little more hittable. And Griffey fouls it. 2-2.
No out.
It's like a bit of a shift on Griffey here.
That's strike 3.
He goes down on strike.
So Bobby Bullgreen with a strikeout to start things off. And way to get the strikeout on the most dangerous hitter on that entire ball club. Here comes another very dangerous hitter, and Barry Larkin.
Into the motion, pitch on the way. The wing.
Rounds it straight to Bullgreen. Gets it, throw to first, 2 away.
He's out.
That will bring up Vladimir Guerrero, who is in left field. Guerrero's in left field. Now, if I am doing my math correctly, and this is just a guess, my guess is that the team is the same as it was yesterday, but Burnett should be next. He's in right. Ronnie Dobbs is behind the plate. At 5th, Giambi's at 1st, Flugel's at 3rd, Lintz at 2nd, and of course, Kawaguchi's pitching. That should be the lineup for the Brewers. If it's different, I will change my notes, but those are all the players on Brewers' team nonetheless. The 2-1 pitch now to Guerrero. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Got him to chase that low and inside left hook. Fouled back.
Guerrero during the season, 433 average, 4 home runs, 8 RBI.
Swing and a shot into left field. Over there. Oh, it just goes by. I believe that's Ruth Proud out there in left field, and it is. Guerrero is going to think about second base, but stay at first. That's going to be a 2-out single. Here comes Burnett.
Here we go.
Burnett's during the regular season, 357 average, 2 home runs, 6 RBI.
Looks at ball 1. Burnett's had 19 total bases. His on-base percentage is 357, not the absolute best. But then again, he is on a really good team. Strike 2, looks at that inside right hook this time. Bobby Bullgreen switching up the hooks every now and then. Ooh, just a little outside. 2-2 now. That's low, ball 3. Bullgreen can't draw a walk here. If he draws a walk, that means runners will not be on second and first. They'll be on second and third.
Wonder if there's a pitching change here for the Orioles.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Wouldn't be surprised to see Frank Thomas step up on the hill. And
there he is. There's a man of the hour. Perchance he'll throw. Yeah.
Looking for a right hook? That was a right hook.
That was, yeah, that was a right hook. I don't remember if it's the right hook or the left hook. It's the right hook. It's the right hook. That's a good one.
A bouncing ball.
Rounder over to Frank Thomas. Throw to
That's
first.
over to first. And
That'll
that's
end
an
the
out.
inning.
And that'll do it in
So,
the first inning.
The Brewers are able to get a hit, but no score after 1 inning. Back we
After
go
about-
to the
Bobby Bullgreen
Orioles.
steps
Here's Bobby
up.
Bullgreen.
Bullgreen pitched to about 3 3/4 batters there. And now he's at second base.
High ball one.
That should put Gary Allen at first. Then.
He's ready now. And the offering. Swinging.
Very hittable ball. That's a grounder over to third base. Flugel has it. Throw to first.
And the throw to first.
That's an out. One down. Here comes Frank Thomas.
Frank Thomas with a 151 ERA on the season.
He's ready now.
Also, he hits 346 average,
Ball one.
2 home runs, 5 RBI.
From the
Bullgreen's
right side,
ERA
delivering.
was 0 during the season, but very limited action. He's been used a lot more in the playoffs.
Takes the stretch.
Longtime viewers will remember that Frank Thomas had that line drive home run that tied the game for him
I don't
and
think
Killer
so.
Bat in Game 3 of the semifinals
Takes the
against
stretch
Freak
and
Show.
delivery. Strike.
Strike
I
2.
don't think so.
2-2 now
From
to
the windup.
everyone's favorite Frank Thomas.
Swung on.
Fly ball into left, and that's well hit. Guerrero running over there is going to drop. That's going to be a base hit.
Jumps up. Gets
That was
it
not
off the
necessarily
wall.
fast enough to get to
Right
second. That will
center
be a single with 1 out here in the second.
Ruth Prout.
Here
steps
comes
up to
Ruth
bat.
Prout.
Ruth Prout hitting 192 on the season, no home runs, no RBI. Just 5 for 26, all 5 hits were singles,
Strike
as the
one.
Brewers infield comes in for Prout.
Strike 1. Kenny Kawaguchi, very famous for that slow ball.
Pitch on the way.
Here comes another one. Prout's going to bunt this one.
Bunt.
And they expected a Giambi.
Over
Going to throw to second to get the force out, but it looks like Prout is on first with
Cindy Chang
a
steps
single.
up.
Well, fielder's choice. But she's on first anyway. 2 outs now for Cindy Chang. Infield remains in for Cindy Chang. Cindy Chang really cannot hit the ball. That's just fact. That's not me being mean, that's just fact.
Runner
Cindy
on
Chang 3 for 25 this season, no extra base hits.
The target goes up. Here's the pitch. That was a ball.
High ball
Count
1.
1-1.
Infield remains
Takes
in
the
for
stretch.
Chang.
The 1-1 pitch. Strike.
Looks at strike 2. 1-2 now to Cindy Chang with 1 runner on. Here comes the next pitch. Dot dot dot. Here it comes.
Ball 2.
Looks
2
at
and
ball
2.
2. Good eye there by Chang.
Here's the windup. A 2-2 pitch. Look at me. Swung on. A
Quite
bouncing
literally
ball.
dropped
Easy play for
on
him.
first. Here
Right
comes
to first.
Ronnie Dobbs with the play, and that'll end the inning.
1 left on.
So the end of the top of the second. Still no score.
Ronnie
Here
Dobbs
comes
steps
Ronnie
in,
Dobbs.
ready for action. Neener, you can't
Dobbs was
strike me
the
out.
5th round pick
From the
for
windup,
the
the pitch.
Brewers. Did very well. 11 out of 26. That is a
Nobody.
423 average. 4 homers, 5 RBIs.
The windup. Here's the pitch. A swing. Sliced it. 1-1.
Yeah, I never picked the Dobbs either one of the Dobbs characters for my teams whenever I did the
Takes the stretch.
single season thing. I just didn't want any of that family drama
Strike 2.
in my
1-2.
in my team. I just felt like that was like a little too much negative
From the
energy.
windup, the pitch. That was a ball.
Well, Ronnie's one of the shorter kids in the neighborhood, but he's got some pop. Those 4 home runs this season.
You do not
prove it.
expect that pop out of Ronnie or Sally, but they've got it.
That was ball 3.
Runs in the
And
family.
count is 3-2.
And it's a full count here to Dobbs. Let's see if
He comes center, and
see what he does with it.
Take a swing of that one. That one's going into right center field.
Right
There goes Davis, and oh, just barely gets off the tip of her glove. Dobbs will.
Quick throw to second.
He is going to second, and he will end up at second with a leadoff double.
And the runner is safe.
I don't know how many people would have been able to get that fielder, get that fly ball. That was a pretty hard ball to catch. So I'm not
That
going to
was
put that one. I'm not going to
that
put
was
that one on
definitely-
Davis.
Fires it
It's
over.
definitely
going
a
on
deep
over
fly
there?
ball. Nobody in the infield can field it. Now it's finally into Frank Thomas.
They were just all just like huddled around the ball, like No, I got it. No, I got it. No, I got it.
Check this out.
Here comes Giambi.
Into the motion, the pitch. The pitch,
High.
strike
Well,
one. They have
swing and a miss,
the
strike
runner on
one.
second with
Giambi.
nobody out.
In 4 regular season games with the Brewers, a 455 average,
The
but
delivery,
had no hits with his previous
ball
team.
one and one.
Yes,
So-
Giambi was an acquisition from Gonzo and the Athletics.
From the stretch,
Manager
the
got him in
delivery.
exchange for Tony Gwynn,
Ball
who
two.
only had 2 hits for the Brewers. Gwynn and Giambi, strange cases in Backyard Baseball 2001, both really good players in real life. Tony Gwynn, probably the greatest player in the history of the San Diego Padres organization. Jason Giambi, of course, good player for the Athletics, Indians, and Yankees.
He's ready now. The
But
2-2 pitch.
for some reason in this game, they both are just not as good as their in-life counterparts. Jason Giambi looks at strike 3. That's 1 down now. Here comes ... Rose Flugel,
Flugel?
third baseman. Yeah.
Flugel 292 on the season, 1 home run, 2 RBI.
From the windup and the offering. Strike
Giambi
one.
pitched briefly in
And the
game
count is
1.
0-1.
He did.
Normally Kawaguchi can last the whole game. We'll see how it goes this game.
That was
Ball
ball one.
1 outside. Frank Thomas looking at that right hook on the inside.
Target goes up, and the delivery.
He's gonna do it again.
Strike
That one's
two.
gonna count. 1 and 2.
From the windup, he throws it.
Ooh, a slow ball this time. Trying to channel his inner
And the count is
Kawaguchi.
2-2.
Just couldn't quite get it. 2 and 2.
From the stretch, the 2-2 pitch. Swung on.
Grounder
A
right down the
bouncing
line.
ball.
That's a swinging bunt if I ever saw one.
It up.
Throw from third
Strike
base.
first.
In time.
And
Dobbs is going to try and go to third
second.
base.
And
Throw.
over to third.
Is
Runner is
not the
safe
best
on
throw,
third.
and Ronnie Dobbs will end up at third base. So we got runners in scoring position. Even better scoring position than before.
Stevie Lynch
with 2
steps
out.
up to bat.
And here comes
Dobbs
Stevie
not the-
Lint.
Dobbs not the fastest kid, but he's able to get there in time.
Throws it. Low ball one.
And Lintz can hit this ball out of the infield. So this is an RBI chance for the Brewers. I believe the first one this entire game.
Target goes up.
Lint had a home run, 2 RBI, 292 batting average this
Strike
season.
one. Runner on third. 2
He
out.
does have some power.
Just does not have the best eye.
He comes center.
And
The
by
line one
not the
pitch.
best, I mean quite literally the worst.
Oh,
But
there's a
he
hit.
puts contact on that one. Ooh, just gets past Allen at
He
first.
bobs into
That'll
first.
score Dobbs from first, I
Way
think.
over his head.
No, the
And
throw.
he's out.
The throw
And this
from
inning
Chain is in
over.
time, and that'll
One
end the
left
inning.
on.
What a play by
No
Cindy
score in
Chang.
this one so far.
At the end of 2, there's still no score.
Stevie Lynch couldn't get to first on time.
You hate to see it. Here comes DeMonte now. The catcher.
Strike one.
Strike 1.
Takes the stretch. The delivery.
That's hittable. Ground ball.
A bouncing ball.
Kawaguchi fields it. Throw to Giambi.
Strike
1
ball
away.
first. She's out. Jane
Here comes
Davis.
Jane Davis
steps
back up to plate. Walked her first time up. Davis had a home run in her past 2 games. Maybe we can see that streak continue. Looks at strike 1.
Jane Davis with the leadoff walk, but other than that,
Ball one. One
hasn't
out.
been too much. The Orioles were not able to capitalize. Not too much offense yet
Another
in this
strike.
game.
1 and 2.
Davis's postseason stats as of right now, she is batting .250. She's
Swung on.
gotten on base safely. Ooh boy, that's a shot into right. Burnitz is gonna miss that one. That's gonna be a base hit for Davis. Is she gonna make it to second? No, she's gonna turn around and get it back to first. But that's a hit for Jane Davis. That's her 4th this postseason. So we got a runner on for Mr. Sanchez.
Into the windup and the offering. Low ball one.
Sanchez, believe it or not, is not the.
Here's the motion and the throw.
Give me a second.
Strike.
Swing and a miss,
Runner on
strike 1.
first, 1 out. I'm gonna strike them all out.
Looks like the
Cuts to the plate.
fielders are playing deep
Strike two.
for Pablo Sanchez. We've
They're
seen some balls go
They are
way into the outfield.
expecting that big hit. If they can find it. Outside ball 2. Pablo Sanchez, believe it or not, you'll find some people that'll tell you that he's not the best player in the game. You'll find that you'll see. Oh wait, that's down the line. That might no. It's foul. It's foul.
Oh, just foul.
Just foul. I was gonna say the dude's. He's got good hitting. He's got good speed, but he's a little short. So a bunch of people got some doubters in here. But Killer Bat still chooses this guy as his #1 pick, and immediately after picking him. Killer Bat, I remember Killer Bat told everyone Pablo will not forget being chosen this late in the round. I believe he was a 7th round draft pick. Is that fair?
And they give up 2
It's
bases
double.
on a ground
It's
rule
over the
double.
fence. Ground rule double.
That definitely did not have the bounce to go over the fence, but it was down the line hard enough that it went off screen, so that's why it's a double.
Yeah, you can't see it, but that section of the fence is
There's a
definitely
hole.
shorter
There's a hole
than
in
the rest
that
of the fence.
It just
No,
went
no,
straight.
it's not whole. It's just shorter.
Oh, it's shorter.
Correct one.
So
Hold
you
on.
can't
Sorry,
see it.
sorry. Let me take a better look. Oh yeah, now I see it. Okay, you're right. You're right. I just didn't see it at first.
Unfortunately, our cameras are stationary. We
Yeah,
cannot
I
get a
had
good
to.
angle of that.
Yeah, I had to quite get a look at it. Grounder now. Is Ronnie gonna get it or is Kenny gonna get it? Ronnie's gonna get it. Throw to first. 2 down. Is Kenny gonna get that? Oh! That's going out of play, and Killer Bat takes the lead. Misplay by Jason John. I don't know if that was a misplay by Jambi or Kawaguchi, but that looked like it was on. It looked like it was on target, but it just went barely past Kawaguchi.
He's ready now and delivers.
Thus going into the neighbor's backyard, thus scoring Jane Davis.
From the windup, the pitch.
Now Gary Allen will have a chance to add on to this lead.
I'm gonna strike them all out.
Ahead in the count 2-0.
Swing.
Swing, fly ball center field. Griffey
Running back.
is gonna run under it, and Griffey's going to
No, good.
gonna get past him, and that's gonna be a ground rule double. Sanchez scores. It is 2-0. Few defensive hiccups from these Brewers now.
Bobby
Getting very
Bullgreen
costly.
steps up.
Now it's Bullgreen up.
Takes the stretch, throws it. Strike.
Strike 1, a well-placed slow ball there.
The stretch
Kawaguchi.
and the offering,
Gonna do it again. This one's high this time. Ball 1.
and the count is 1-1.
Bullgreen opened the game on the
Right now,
mound
delivery.
after a few batters
Ball 2.
moved to second base in favor of Frank Thomas.
The windup and delivered.
Here's the pitch. That's hittable.
Another strike.
Well, not entirely hittable, but still a strike. 2-2. 2 outs. Here's the next pitch. That's low.
That was
Ball 3.
And the count is 3-2. Here's the windup. A 3-2
Gonna pitch
pitch.
is the exact same
And
spot.
there's
Ball
on
4.
the first
Runners at
baseline.
second and third now.
That's the second walk of the game given up by Kawaguchi.
That is more
Frank
walks.
Thomas, the batter.
Give me a second while I look up these stats real quick. Kawaguchi did not have a walk going into this game, and now he has more walks than he had in the regular season.
Makes the break. Straight to home plate.
Ronnie and Kenny's gonna play a little game of catch.
All right. Runners in position now.
This is correct.
And there are
Here's
runners at
Frank
second and
Thomas.
third, 2 out.
Thomas now
From the windup, pitch on the way.
does have a good bat. Strike 1. Takes a practice swing,
Line
ready
and
to
the
just
pitch.
hack this thing out of here if it comes to that.
was ball 2.
Ball
And
2.
the count is 2-1.
Real close that one was, but just a little too high.
From the windup, a 2-1 pitch.
I don't think that's hittable. Ooh, but it was a strike.
That can't be a strike. I'd have swung at it.
2-2.
2-2 now.
He winds, throws it.
That's going to be a strike also. Grounder.
Bouncing ball.
This should be an easy play for Dobbs. Throw to first.
Straight to first.
3 outs, but the Orioles strike first.
Halfway through
At
the
the
inning
end of
now.
At the end of the top of the third, it is 2-0
The
Orioles.
Brewers are behind. Next up.
Good news for the Brewers is after Kawaguchi is Griffey and Larkin, so the Bats have a chance to light this game back up.
Low ball 1.
Ball
Kenny
1.
Kawaguchi, not just a pitcher,
From the
Got a
windup,
304
here's the
average this season, 2 home runs, 5 RBI.
first.
Rounder
Into the
over.
dive,
Ooh,
and the rough
just
side
gets
of the
past Ballgreen, but
Got
Sanchez
it.
picks
And
up,
throw to first.
throws it to first.
He's out.
One away. Here
Ken
comes
Griffey
Ken
Jr. at the plate.
Griffey Jr.
Orioles infield were playing in on Kawaguchi. It seems to pay off as Sanchez was able to get to the ball on the first base side of second. Griffey struck out his first time up.
Windup. And the pitch. The right.
Strike
out.
one. Well placed right hook in that low inside corner. Thomas now.
From the windup and the delivery. Low and inside.
Same place, different result. Just a little bit low this time. 1-1.
Here's the windup. The 1-1 pitch. Ball two.
Ball two. Good eye there by Griffey. I probably would have swung.
Here's the windup. The 2-1 pitch. That was a ball.
That's ball three.
Griffey showing some patience here today.
From the windup.
3-1 count.
3-1 pitch.
Ooh.
A swing.
Swing.
and
Oh,
the
fouled
foul.
back.
3-2.
That looks like it had a good chance of being gone. I don't know if that was late or early.
From the windup. The 3-2 pitch. Swing. Foul.
Fouled off to the right-hand side now. Here is the 3-2 pitch. He's nodding. He's nodding.
Ready now.
Thinking.
The pitch.
Pitching.
Strike three.
Strike three called.
Right.
That is unhittable.
Wait till next time.
Second
Great right
strikeout
hook.
of the game for Griffey
Gary Larkin steps
and
up.
for Thomas.
I'm going to take
Now
this
it's
pitcher
Larkin.
to school.
Here's the motion. The pitch. Strike one.
Strike one. Maybe not unhittable, but definitely if he did put contact on that, or if Larkin put contact on that strike,
He's
it would
perfect.
not have gotten far.
Swing.
Swing and a miss, strike two.
Larkin's 0 for 1 today, but his previous
The
at-bat was
stretch
against
pitch on the
Bouldering.
way. That was a ball.
High
And
ball
now
one.
1-2. The stretch,
Thomas.
The delivery.
The pitch
That's
low.
ball
Tried to go for that
two. And
fastball.
count is 2-2.
Didn't really connect. 2-2.
He's ready now. And the throw.
2-2 pitch now. Another right hook.
He was jammed.
Not even a swing and a
No
miss. I was about to
way.
say swing and a miss, but it's a strikeout. Caught looking, and that'll end the inning.
That's
So
it
after
for the third
3,
inning.
we're halfway through this game.
Brewers are
Orioles
behind.
2, Brewers nothing.
Ruth Prout steps up to bat.
Here comes Ruth Prout at a single her first time up.
Ready now. He throws it.
Thomas had some nasty stuff. Got Griffey and Larkin back to back.
He's ready now. He throws it.
Strikeout looking.
Mm-hmm.
0-2. From
Both
the
of them
windup,
really
and the
hard
throw.
pitches to hit in the first place, too.
High ball one.
Kawaguchi
Batter.
with that
From the windup
signature
and the
slow ball.
offering. Swung on.
Grounder.
A bouncing ball. Got past
Uh-oh, Prout's got speed.
it. Safe at first.
And she's safe on first. Another single.
Cindy Chang steps
Here comes
up to
Cindy
bat.
Chang.
Infield was in for Prout. Giambi was able to get to the ball quickly, but no one covering first.
Strike one.
Strike one.
Runner on
That was
first.
right
Nobody
down the
out.
middle.
He's
And,
ready
and
now,
Chang
and
decided,
throw.
nah, I'm not going to hit that one. She is going to bunt. Foul.
And the count is 0-2.
Better not bunt this time. It'll be a strike if it goes foul again. It'll be a strikeout, excuse me.
Right.
Swing and a miss. Strike three.
On
Prout
to second. Neat play.
Goes back to
Swings it.
first after a failed attempt at a hit and run.
Serena
Here's Serena
Diamante
Diamante.
runs to the plate. Into the windup. Pitch on the way.
Strike one. That slow ball.
He's set. And the throw.
There it is again. Look at that backspin on that slow ball.
Foul ball.
That is some
Runner on
mesmerizing
first.
stuff.
1 out.
0-2.
From the stretch and the offering. Swing.
Grounder.
A bouncing ball.
Who's going to get it?
He's
Kenny's gonna get it.
playing.
Throw to
Great
first.
shot to first.
2 down.
That's it out.
Prout goes to second.
Jane Davis.
And here comes
steps
Jane
up.
Davis.
Davis with a walk and a single earlier today.
The right.
Strike one. as a high slow ball. Infield goes back to its normal positioning. Ooh, I was about to say low, but that was a strike.
The stretch, throws it.
Sure about that one, Clank?
High and inside.
All right, fine. 1 and 2 now.
Into the windup, throws it.
That one's probably gonna be low.
Ball.
Yep.
Makes the break.
2 and uh-oh.
Flips it over to second. She's
Slides
safe.
back in safely. 2 and 2 count now.
Trout
Jane
nearly
Davis.
caught with too much of a lead.
What was that?
Oh.
Ugh.
Call it a what?
That slow ball is starting to catch up to
Runner on
Kawaguchi.
second, 2 outs. He comes center. The 3-2 pitch.
Hittable.
Swing.
Fly ball right field and well hit. Burnitz is just gonna watch this one. It's 4-0
Good,
Orioles.
man.
Say
Congratulations.
goodbye, 'cause this ball is gone.
I'm not
That's
going to
her
let that
third
bother
straight
me.
game with a home run.
That ball went 337 feet
That landed right on top of the bird feeder. The bird bath.
into the bird bath in the neighbor's
Pablo
yard.
Sanchez steps in.
Yeesh.
Here comes Pablo Sanchez, 1 for 2 with a double today.
Here, Mr. Marks takes very good pride in that bird bath. Thank God it's not broken.
Strike.
Strike 1 to Sanchez.
Into the motion, throws it. High ball.
That's gonna be a ball. Ball 1. Tried to go for that high and inside slow ball.
The 1-1 pitch.
Now he's going for the low inside.
Going inside.
Slow ball.
2-1.
Just a little too low.
Into the motion and the pitch. Swing.
That looks hittable, and it is hittable. That'll go past Flugel for a base
Easy
hit.
play for him.
So Pablo Sanchez is on first now with 2 outs. And that'll bring up Cheryl Reynolds.
Steps up to bat. Takes the stretch, the delivery. A swing, strike 1.
Strike 1. Cheryl Reynolds, 5 hits out of 14 at bats.
Swung on.
Fly ball left field. Oh boy, that's
He's going back.
popped well hit. That could be out of here as well. That
Goodbye.
will be out of here. It's 6-0. Cheryl Reynolds with her shot of a, what am I even saying? 2-run
All
shot
right
for
for you.
Cheryl Reynolds. It's 6-0.
Home run went 301 feet over the left field fence into a neighbor's yard.
Gary Allen.
Nowhere near the kiddie pool, though.
Here comes Gary Allen.
Wind up, cuts to the plate. The swing.
Oh my goodness, Gary Allen! That's, don't even
All right
question
for
that one.
you.
That one is way out of
All
here.
right for you.
7-0.
That's all right.
Killer
Don't
Bats
worry.
has turned on the Killer Bats here in the. Is this the top of the 4th? It's the top of the 4th. My goodness.
These
Killer.
balls are
Go
going
ahead.
out of here 354 feet. No doubt about that one.
Kenny's got to take a break.
Comes to the plate.
He's got to.
He's thrown 85 pitches. He's walked
Ready
2
now,
batters.
cuts to the plate. Swung
It's
on,
not his day today.
popped it up.
Bullgreen pops one up. Larkin, Kawaguchi, both there.
Brings up and
Larkin's going to catch it.
that'll
That's going to
send
be
it
out number
back to the
3.
dugout.
So that is a 5-run top of the 4th inning
Brewers are
for
behind.
Killer Bat. It's now 7-0. Brewers coming up. Here's Vladimir Guerrero.
Now this is a good part of the order to have when you need to put up some runs. Guerrero, Burnitz,
The
Dobbs,
cuts to the plate.
all have power.
Strike 1.
Strike
No
1.
out.
A very well placed high and inside
Into the windup
right
and
hook.
the throw. The wing.
grounder.
A bouncing ball. He wasn't ready.
Allen, yes, zloops it a little bit.
Safe on first
They're just
base.
gonna
Great shot to first.
Have a nice little field day out there as Vladimir Guerrero makes it safely to first base. That's his 2nd hit of the game. Here comes Jeremy Burnitz.
Here we go.
Did you know Jeremy Burnitz? Let me just go ahead and look up his entire baseball reference.
Strike 1. Runner on first.
His
Nobody
entire
out.
baseball reference page. I want
And
to
then he
find out
also
more about
played
this
for the
man.
Mets as
He
well
played
as
for
the
the-
Brewers.
Pitch on the
I
way.
know he played for the Cubs as well,
That was ball
because I saw him hit a home run on national TV once. No. Jerome. Not Jermoy. There we go.
And the count is 1
Played from 93 to 06. Started with the Mets, then went to Cleveland, then went to Toronto for a little bit, then back to Cleveland. That's when he had his stint. He strikes out swinging here. Got fooled with that right hook. That's Thomas's 4th strikeout of the game.
Ronnie Dobbs stepped in, ready to
Ended his
rock.
career, Burnitz did, with the Pirates. Comes Ronnie Dobbs back up to the plate.
You can't strike me
Doubled his
out.
first time
From the
up.
windup and the pitch. That was ball 1.
Ball 1 is
From the stretch.
the
Fire.
next pitch. That's a high right hook, ball 2.
2 and 0. He comes center and the pitch. The right.
Strike. Oh boy. These strike calls are getting more and more questionable.
The windup. Fire. The right.
Strike 2.
2 and 2.
There goes that right hook again.
The windup. The 2-2 pitch. Ball 3.
Ball 3. Tried to get Dobbs to chase that high, slow
From
ball.
the windup and the offering.
Dobbs said nope.
The swing, and
Dobbs
that's
will
right.
swing at that
Jason
pitch
is
though.
that shot.
Seemed a little too low for his liking. That is Thomas's 5th strikeout today.
Jason Giambi.
Now it's
steps up to the
Giambi.
plate.
I'll show him.
He's set.
That sounds like Giambi's out for revenge.
High ball 1.
Ball 1. Struck out his first time up.
From the windup and the offering.
After a stint with the Athletics, he went to New York,
It's going up the right
to play for the
field
Yankees
line,
for a little
and
bit.
It goes foul.
went to Toronto, back to Oakland, then he played for Colorado for a short period of time and before ending his career in Cleveland.
He's ready now. Fire.
I believe he had that walk-off grand slam his last season with the Indians.
Stretch. A 2-1 pitch.
He had
Strike
quite a long
2.
time
And the count
being
is
just
2
a
and 2.
pinch hitter DH. Extended his career for
He is ready now.
quite a few years.
Ball 3. And the
Ball
count is
3, 3 and 2.
Take the
Guerrero on first will be running.
Swing is
And
hit.
drove one deep.
Deep,
Back she goes.
and it is caught by Chang. That'll be out number 3.
She missed. And
At
that's
the end of
an out.
4,
That'll end
it
the
is
inning.
7-0.
One left on.
Frank
The
Thomas
Brewers
coming up
batting
for the Orioles.
9.
I'm going to quiz the chat here. What
Frank
team did
Thomas
Frank Thomas
batting.
play for when he got his 500th homer?
I know it. But
You know it?
chat,
I also
go
know it.
From the stretch.
I
and
know
the pitch.
where, who he was playing and where it was hit. Oh, try again.
And the pitch. Swung on
Swing and a miss, strike 1.
I don't think so.
with nobody out. The stretch and the delivery.
A little bit higher.
And
Ball
count
2.
2 and 1. From the windup, fires.
Low slow ball, ball
Trying to get
3.
you, batter. Over here.
Trigger got it.
The windup.
Blue Jays. He was playing the Blue Jays.
The wing.
He hit it against the Twins at the old
don't think so.
Metrodome, 2007.
I'm gonna strike them all out. From the stretch and delivered. And there's ball 4.
Ball
That's
4,
ball.
Frank Thomas going to first and then going to second.
Big Hurt drawing a walk. Third walk of the game now for Kawaguchi.
Yes.
Luke Trout comes to the plate.
Just not his day today. Ruth Prout
The
2 for
stretch
2 today.
And delivered.
Where's that 10 strikeout Kawaguchi that we all know and love?
Come on now.
Oh, oh.
All right now.
Ronnie Dobbs is going to walk over there, see the neighbor's carrots.
They have a runner on second with nobody out. The target goes up and the offering.
Pitch to Prout.
Strike
Looks at
one.
strike 1.
1-1. Look at me.
Thomas at second.
Target goes up. The pitch.
Strike 2.
1 and 2.
Kawaguchi up to 95 pitches thus far today.
And another ball.
Strike 3 call. Well put. That right hook looks like a knuckleball. And so Kawaguchi gets his 3rd strikeout of the
Cindy
game. Here
Chang.
comes Cindy Chang.
Here's the motion. Pitch on the way. Swung on.
Bunts.
There's a bunt. Easy play
Chang.
for him.
Throw by
That's
Dobbs.
third.
2
That's
outs.
it for her.
Thomas will stay at 2nd. Here comes Serena Damonte.
Steps up to bat. Here's the windup.
Kawaguchi now running on 97 pitches.
Now ball one.
Ball
Has a
1.
runner
That's
on
98.
second. 2 outs. Over here. From the stretch and delivery.
Pitch to Damonte.
Strike one.
Looks at strike 1. Takes a practice swing, looking to hawk this one out of the infield. Strike 2. That's pitch number 100 for Kenny Kawaguchi.
Ready now. And the offering. That was a ball.
Low.
And the count
Ball
is 2-2.
2.
Target goes up. 2-2 pitch. The swing.
Swing. Popped up.
Lifts
Over to right field. Giambi. Burnitz. That's gonna drop for a base hit. Burnitz,
Great
though,
shot to first.
is able to
Safe
make
on
it
first. Tosses it
almost
home.
throw Damonte out at first. But she makes it just in time
Steps up to bat.
for Jane Davis to come up to the bat.
You know, Brewers down 1-0 in this series.
Into the windup and the delivery.
Going for it
To right.
today. Not taking out Kawaguchi. Kawaguchi's best chance as a
Here's the
pitcher.
windup. Throws it. That was ball one.
High
Runners at the
ball 1.
corners. 2 outs.
Davis, 2 for 2. Got on first and took a trip around the bases today.
Ball 2. And the count is 2-1.
And the walk to lead off the game.
Oh, I forgot about that one. See, this is why we have you in color commentary. You always pick up everything that I forget.
Make a good team here.
Absolutely.
Side inside.
High ball 3. 3 and 2. Runners at the corners. 2 down. The payoff pitch.
The wing.
Swing and a miss. Strike
And the
3.
batter.
Kenny Kawaguchi gets his revenge on Jane Davis. That's his 4th strikeout today.
2 left
Goes
on.
in the bottom half
The Brewers
of the
are
5th inning.
behind.
It'll be Flugel, Lint, and Kawaguchi.
So it's the bottom of the order coming up to bat for the Brewers in the bottom of the 5th.
Rose Flugel.
Brewers
onto
need
the
7 runs to tie it and keep their hopes alive, staying in this playoffs.
plate. From the stretch,
Orioles
here's the
win
pitch.
means they move on to the
Ball
championships.
1, 1-0.
Play the winner of Hunt Stunt and Loba.
That was ball 2. And the count
Hunt
is
Stunt
2-0.
manages the Mariners and Loba
And
manages
offering.
the Marlins.
Swung on.
Swung,
It's going to
fouled.
left field. And it's a foul ball.
Going into the neighbor's carrots.
With
2 and 1.
nobody out.
Let's start with a 9 and 2 record for the Mariners. Loba,
Target goes up.
I believe, was one of the 7 and 4 teams.
That was ball 3. And the count is 3-1.
3 and 1 now to Rose Flugel.
Target goes up. 3-1 pitch. And there's ball 4.
Ball 4.
That's a walk.
Rose Flugel draws a walk here with no outs. Here comes, I believe, Stevie Lint now.
Stevie Lynch steps up to bat.
Flugel will go to second, of course.
And the pitch. High ball
Marlins
one.
Mariners
The
series
runner
will see a pitching duel between Diana Hayes of the Marlins and Amanda Hellerman of the Mariners.
goes. And he flubbed it.
Oh, watch out. Flugel
Reynolds
will
able to
opt
get to that ball.
stay.
Hayes in play.
And now Lint
That
gets
wasn't
his
so
chance
great,
to hit.
But whatever, you know, you go.
The stretch and the throw.
I love it when they both have the same voice. Especially when it's, you know, the best voice in the entire game. Excellent! That sounds excellent!
And the delivery.
1 and 1.
Ball 2.
Ball
They
2.
have a runner on second. No out.
Diana Hayes is a very solid pitcher, but Amanda Hellerman has the BBOL record, 91 pitches in the regular season. Fouled back. That does not mean that Hellerman is invincible. Hellerman lost her last game. against
the right field line.
the now eliminated Battle Hammer Pirates. She was only held to like 2 or 3 strikeouts that game.
No out. Into the motion. The 2-2 pitch.
2-2 pitch to Lint.
That was
Ball 3.
And we see another walk.
Fires.
That looks like it's inside the strike zone. Strike 3, swing and a miss.
Strike.
1 down. That's Thomas's 6th strikeout of the game.
Next up.
Thomas didn't even start this one.
Okay,
Bullgreen
pitcher
was
doing
the
one
opener.
Right over the center. Into the windup.
Very interesting strategy by Killer Bat.
The swing.
Fouled
Foul.
back.
0-1.
That's like the 3rd game in a row that Killer Bat has
Here's the pitch.
started Bullgreen.
Another
4th game in a
strike.
row probably even.
Can keep it together.
That he started Bullgreen
0-2.
as pitcher, then immediately switched to Frank Thomas either in the 1st or 2nd inning.
And the delivery. That was ball 1.
Ball 1.
And the count
1 and
is
2.
1 and 2. From the windup, the delivery. Swung on.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. That's strikeout number
Boy,
7
that's
for
tough.
Frank Thomas. Back-to-back strikeouts now.
Ken Griffey Jr. at the plate.
Here comes Ken Griffey Jr., victim of 2 of those 7 strikeouts.
Do you really want to pitch to me?
Oh, but he sounds
From the
confident.
stretch And the throw.
Gonna watch ball 1.
Ken Griffey Jr. with a home run in the last game. Responsible for the only run scored by the Brewers thus far this series.
That's a
Grounded foul.
And the count is 1 and 1. Here's the motion. The 1-1.
Ooh! Not even strike 2 on that one. Pitches it for strike 2. Griffey a little bit late on that fireball.
That was a ball.
Gonna watch ball 2 though. Griffey swung just a little bit
The pitch.
earlier. That would have been gone.
Foul
Fouled
ball.
back.
And the count is 2 and 2.
Oh yeah,
From the
he was in his
windup,
open
the
stance. He
2-1
should have been
pitch.
closed there.
That was a
Low, ball
And the
3.
count is 3 and 2.
3 and 2.
With the fireball, you don't have time to react to change your stance. Orioles possibly making a pitching change after the fireball by
Now
Frank
pitching,
Thomas.
Bobby Bullgreen.
Yeah, here comes
Bullgreen.
Bullgreen.
Ready now.
One strikeout earlier
2
was
pitch.
of Griffey.
Swing.
Liner into right field.
He jumps. Oh,
Ooh.
doesn't get it. Throws it over.
Gets by.
Way over his head.
And that'll be a single for Ken Griffey Jr. Finally gets a hit after 2 strikeouts.
Barry Larkin
Here comes
steps
Larkin
up.
now.
Flugel remains at second, so now
Here
it's
we
first
go.
and second with 2 outs. Larkin at the plate.
Into the motion.
Pitch
Fire.
by Bullgreen. Strike 1. Well placed that right hook on the inside corner.
2 out. He winds. Pitch on the way. A swing.
Grounder.
Bouncing ball.
That should be easy. Just gonna go ahead and tag
And
Flugel.
that's an
Out number
And
3.
gonna
That's the end of the
inning.
5th inning. So
Left on.
we're going to the top half of the
Brewers are
last inning.
behind.
Orioles 7,
Pablo
Brewers nothing.
Sanchez steps in.
Here comes Pablo Sanchez.
Sanchez with a
Kawaguchi.
single and a double
Low ball
earlier
one.
today.
Kawaguchi's at 109 pitches. Like,
Here's the motion. Here's the
that
pitch.
is some serious Iron Man stuff right there.
Blood.
And it's all possible thanks to 110% juice. Liner.
It's going to left field.
Foul.
And it's a foul ball.
Hey, Mr. Ekman paid good money for that lawnmower.
He winds. The 1-2 pitch.
Elevator.
Swing.
Gets Sanchez to swing, but it's a little too low. That one's gonna go foul. 1-2 still.
Into the motion. The 1-2 pitch. The swing. Lined it. to
Gonna
left
send that
field.
one over to
And
left
one
field.
side of it.
Vladimir Guerrero drops it
Second
over in
on
left
second.
field.
Oh,
It's gonna be a
no.
base hit for
Right
Pablo
field.
Sanchez.
Cheryl Reynolds.
Now it's Cheryl
onto the
Reynolds.
plate.
Sanchez with his 3rd hit of the game. Cheryl
From the
Reynolds
windup, he throws
with a
it.
home run in her last time up.
Swing.
Pop to this one up.
It's going to
Dobbs.
left field. a foul ball.
Dobbs should be able to catch this one. And he
With
does.
traction.
Wait, throw a second. Double play.
Out.
A very well needed double play for
I'm
the
not
Brewers.
going to let that bother
Gary
me.
Allen steps up to bat.
Probably the biggest weight off of their shoulders today.
Makes the stretch, cuts to the plate.
Gary Allen deemed not to have a concussion.
2 out.
That's good.
Still in the game.
The windup. The
2 for 3 with a home run and a double.
Strike. And the count is
Strike
0-2.
2 though. Very well placed slow ball in that
From the
upper.
stretch, and the offering.
Uh-oh, zigzag is gonna fall for it.
Fly ball one.
No, ball one.
Takes the stretch. The 1-2 pitch.
Loves that high pitch. Let's see what happens.
Swung on,
Fly
and
ball.
drove it to deep
Guerrero.
back,
Ooh.
and
Oh, what a recovery by Guerrero out there in left field. What a catch.
You go.
Off the back and into the
the
glove.
Brewers are
That's the end of the top of the
behind.
6th. So, Brewers down to their last 3 outs. It's Guerrero, Burnett, and Dobbs, but they do
Vladimir
have a
Guerrero
power-up.
steps up.
You wanna see some power?
Ooh, that's a good
Watch
power-up.
this.
I'm not going to say what it is, just in case one of these guys is stream sniping, but that's a good power-up.
Cuts to the plate. Strike.
Strike 1.
Nobody out.
Well, let's be real. There's only 4 options.
Yeah, good point.
But they're all good. They're all good.
They're all good in their own right. They all work in a very similar purpose.
Fly ball
Who
one.
gets the batter
1-1.
on base?
And Guerrero's been on base today, 2 for 2.
He comes center. The 1-1 pitch. Low and in
Low,
front,
ball
and
2.
the count is
2-1 now to Guerrero.
Unfortunately,
into the
not
motion,
able
and the
to
delivery.
score.
A swing.
That could change here.
Bouncing ball.
Grounder over to Guerrero.
Pitcher
Ball
makes the
green.
catch.
Throw to first.
Throws it over to first.
Gets there
And
in
the runner
time.
safe.
That's a leadoff single for Vladimir Guerrero.
Next
Looks like the
batter,
fielders were
Jeremy Burnett.
Back and
Here we
towards
go.
left field. Allowed Guerrero to get to first.
The motion, throws it.
Killer Bat taking very good advantage of that fielding options.
Well, it's a
Into the motion.
It's a
pitch
large
on the
park.
way,
Might as well try to cover as much of it as we can.
and the count is 0-2.
Burnett looks at strike 2.
From the stretch.
Here
and
comes the next
throw.
pitch.
Swing. Sliced
Sharply
it.
hit
0-2.
foul. Burnett's in an
Into the
open
motion,
stance.
fire.
Got that Gary Sheffield type stance.
And the count
Swinging
is
that bat
1-2.
back and forth and back and forth. Looks at ball 1.
Takes the stretch and the delivery.
Definitely Sheffield-esque.
A bouncing ball.
Burnett's going to ground that one. Guerrero will easily make it to second. Burnett,
Ducks to
however,
first,
is not so
and
lucky.
that's an out.
So, Guerrero moves to second. Burnett's out of first.
Ronnie
One
Dobbs
down
steps
for
in
Ronnie
to strike
Dobbs.
him. Neener, you can't strike me out.
Ball green.
Into the windup, cuts to the plate. Ball one.
Looks at
Another
ball
runner on
1.
Second, 1 out.
Low that one was.
Ronnie Dobbs with a deep shot to
The
center
windup
field
on the
that
way.
ended up with him at second base earlier. Would have been out of Steel Stadium, but that's not where we are
Into the
today.
windup and the pitch. Swinging.
Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Very hard ball to hit.
Into the motion, the 2-1 pitch.
Pitch.
That was
Now watch ball 3. 3-1 count now to Ronnie Dobbs. Call it a timeout. I would not be surprised if they brought Thomas on.
See if it's the big hurt on the hill, and it is.
Oh, nice to see you again, Madison Bumgarner. How you doing?
And that's the 4th
Ball
ball.
4.
Gotta walk.
So runners at second and third.
Should
With
be
one down.
Giambi up for the Brewers now.
It is Giambi.
Giambi steps up to the plate.
No hits thus far today.
Ding, dong.
Check this out.
Gonna try and go for a hit.
Into the windup, throws it.
The throw.
Ball 1. Makes the break.
And there goes the runners over to second and third.
Here's a throw to third.
They are in position. Giambi, 1-0.
From the windup, the delivery.
Strike 1.
And there are runners at second and
Questionable
third.
call there by
1 out.
Clanky, but it stands. He's a robot. How could he possibly be wrong?
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Swung on.
Swing and a miss,
The
strike
right
2.
Where'd that ball go?
Giambi,
The windup. The 1-2 pitch.
the pitch.
Left.
High, ball 2.
Takes the stretch. The 2-2 pitch. High ball.
High, ball
And
3.
the count is 3-2.
Thomas got to put one in the strike zone.
Target goes up and the pitch. Third strike.
Not even swing and a miss.
Why
Caught
you-
looking. A very nasty pitch from Frank Thomas. That's his 8th strikeout of the game. The Brewers are now down to their last out.
Rose Flugel. Steps
Comes
up
Rose
to bat.
Flugel.
Rose Flugel, no hits today, but did advance
From the
on a
windup,
walk.
the pitch.
Pitch by Thomas.
To right.
Strike 1.
Here's the motion and delivered.
That's a screaming line drive over into right field.
Screaming
Will
line
not
drive.
clear the
Best
fence.
thing you can do
It'll
is
easily
make
score
it
Guerrero.
Just duck.
Plays it off the wall.
Dobbs.
Throws it over.
Dobbs
Oh,
is going to
no,
run
hit
home.
it.
And Dobbs
The
will make it
throw.
home.
They
7
got
to
another
2.
one.
Gary Allen not
Now
paying attention
that's
to where
too
that ball
bad.
was.
Steps up to
Thrown
bat.
right to him.
So the Brewers have life here in the bottom half of the 6th inning.
Cuts to the plate.
Stevie Lint
Low ball 1.
looks at ball 1. Low and inside.
Flugel on first.
Center. Fire.
Score is 7-2, 2
Back to
outs
the ball.
in the bottom of the 6th.
Looks at a high and inside right hook.
And the
2 and 0.
Low ball
That's low. 3 and 0.
first. 2 out. The coach calls timeout.
Are I gonna bring Bullgreen on now?
And try not to walk him to get to second and third, have 2 runners in scoring position again. See what the Orioles come up with.
Now
Is it
pitching.
Oh, it's
Gary
Gary Allen
Allen.
this time. What? What a switcheroony. For a second, I thought it was Bullgreen, but it's Gary Allen. They do look very similar.
Gary Allen did not pitch during the regular season.
This is his first time on the mound. And the pressure's got to be on like crazy.
You've got one more
Gary
shot.
Allen has a right hook, and that's it. That's all you've seen thus far. 2 strikes.
From the stretch.
The payoff pitch.
Swinging. It's going up
Liner.
the right field line. And
Foul.
it's foul.
So here it is, the 3-2 pitch again.
Into the windup. The 3-2 pitch. The wing.
That's going to be a
Left
blooper.
fly.
Allen. Oh, Sanchez going to run under it.
That's not gonna
Oop,
do it.
gets off of his head.
Tosses it
Runners
over
at
to
second and first with 2 outs.
Excellent one.
Here comes Kawaguchi.
Kenny
There he goes.
Kawaguchi,
Super
an
sweet.
Iron Man on the mound today. Can he do something with his
From the
bat to
windup,
keep his
and
team in the game?
Direct
Strike
fly.
1.
Runners on first and second, 2 out. Into the motion and the throw.
Kawaguchi
High and inside.
looks at ball 1. 1 and 1.
Into the motion, the 1-1 pitch.
Gonna
A
loop
bouncing
that one over
ball.
to
She gobbles it
Damonte.
up.
Throw
Goes
to first. And
he's
with
out.
that, Killer Bat is going to the finals. The Orioles win 7-2 here in Game 2 of this series, thus ending the series, thus sending Killer Bat to the BBOL Championship and thus sending Matitude home. Our MVP of the game here, well, you can make a bunch of candidates, but I'd say Frank Thomas had a really good day on the mound with 8 strikeouts.
Well, it was a great season for Matitude.
Absolutely. Let's get Matitude in here if possible. I want to see he's in the call with us, but he's deafened at the moment. Do-do-do. Matt, if you can hear us, I wanna
Oh
give-
yeah.
Yeah, want to give you a firm and solid congratulations on a great season with your Brewers. Tell us, give us a little retrospect on the season. How do you feel?
I feel good. I had first of all, I want to say thanks to you guys. I had an absolute blast. It was super fun. I'm so excited for the next one already, and for the World Series coming up with Killer Bat. Well deserved. Uh, I also want to say thanks to people teaching me, especially in these last couple games. And I know I didn't know sprint until that game, but it felt good to sprint
Oh
at
yeah,
the end
that's
there.
Oh wow.
yeah. You learn something new about this game every day, almost.
Yeah,
It's
my
crazy.
line drives on 2 strikes, so I'm learning bit by bit, which is exciting. Yeah, I just had a lot of fun. I'm really excited for the next one. And
If you were to give your team an MVP award, who would it be?
I would have said Kenny Kawaguchi until that game.
Oh man.
No.
He threw a lot of pitches, was able to stay in there. You know, some pitchers they don't have the stamina.
He does have the stamina.
He's got a 100 stamina. Dude pitched like over 110 pitches. It's crazy.
His poor arms. I'm glad he gets to rest off and ice them right now. I'll give it to
Mhm.
Ken because it was fun to have him. And as much as I'm tired of pounding slow balls, the K-Man can have the MVP for his other.
Absolutely. They call him
performances.
K-Man for a reason.
Yeah.
Now I noticed you had a lot of players who were in the base 61. Were you just trying to go with players you're familiar with over the generics?
Yeah, that's I've never played with generics until this season, and I didn't do any practice, and I just wanted to draft who I liked a lot. So familiarity and just who I like. Like, how can I not draft Ronnie Dobbs?
Dude, of course. Everyone looks over the Dobbs, but they can rake. They
Yeah,
can
you
rake.
had that hit.
Yeah.
You had that hit to center field, and I'm just thinking, if that's Steel Stadium, that's a home run.
Yeah.
And you got it. You got him to second base, which I know he's about average speed. Sometimes that's tough to do. Yeah, you had a lot of power on this team, I'd say. Kept you in it for sure. The 7 runs. With some of the players you had on this team, there was a chance
There's always
to
a
overcome
chance.
that.
There was definitely a chance. You did upset Killer Bat's brother Willigan in the semifinals,
Oh yeah.
which was crazy to see. Everyone thought a whole lot of people thought it was going to be a battle of brother pitted against brother for this finals, but here comes Matitude.
Well, I'm sorry I ruined that potential moment, but I'm sure hopefully brother's watching and proud of the dominant Killer Bat performance.
Absolutely. Well, Killer Bat is going on to the finals. I'm very sorry to see that your season ended this way, but congratulations on a fantastic season, and hopefully we'll see you again for season 3.
I can't wait. Thanks, guys. So much fun. And hey, you guys are great at announcing too. I appreciate it. I wish I could listen in while I'm playing.
Ah, dang. Thank you
I
very
can
much.
understand that being too much.
Yeah.
Thanks, Matt.
Thanks, guys.
Absolutely. Well, that is going to do it here for the Backyard Sports Center. The front yard season is over. Killer Bat and the Baltimore Orioles are going to the BBOL World Championship. For all of us here at Backyard Sports Center, Jibbo, thank you for hosting. DL, thank you for being our color commentator. Alex7456, signing off. Good night.